Peace reflection. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. I'm Ami, and this is Conspiracy TV. Y'all, I'm coming down with something, but we reversing that. I got some turmeric in here. I got some lemon. I got some orange slices. I have some green tea and some honey and some cinnamon. So we're reversing this, but bear with me. This reading, I will be frequently taking sips of my very hot tea because I need it. I have a beautiful, in-depth reading for you today. I hope all is well. Peace and blessings to you all my sisters, kings and queens, gods and goddesses in the building. It's so much. As always, I don't know where to start, so we're just going to go ahead and jump in. Asheo. Family, I just heard it's a celebration. Open up the door. You hear the dog just bark, that's confirmation. It's a celebration. Open up the door, the awakening. So I have some cards that I pulled pre-broadcast. I have a message out of the New Testament. I have, y'all, we have a lot. I got a fortune cookie here. Let's go ahead and get into it. First of all, let's just start off the reading by saying congratulations. All right. I even have some wine and some grapes over here. My spirits wanted grapes today, but I have some wine to celebrate at the end of the reading. Okay. This is going to be a beautiful reading. And like I said, I don't know where to start, but y'all know me. It always ends up coming together. So Ashe, let's go ahead and get into the message. So your ancestors are proud. The struggle has been real. The money issues that you've been having, everything is being solved right here, right now in this time. We are ascending. It's time for ascension. Also, I missed you. I miss you, but I just heard I missed you. So those of us that are in this particular part of our spiritual journey, we understand that we are the Orishas reincarnated, Ashe. And a lot of us are identifying with the Orisha that we feel most connected with, you know. And some of us, maybe even I just heard, changed our names, Ashe. There's this rage here. There's a radical rebirth. This is the spirit of what's happening right now. You might be in this feeling of Ten of Swords, feeling stuck to something, feeling like you can't get up under something, an idea of something. I just heard parting from the family, or just this whole, the new mindset that you have. You know that this means separating yourself from damn near everyone that you know, and that's scary for you, that's frustrating for you. It's turned into anger. Your radical rebirth has turned into anger, I just heard. Let's go ahead and take this nose ring out. Actually, let's just fix it, because I want to keep it in. It's cute. There we go, y'all. So we have initiation here. You remember when I talked about initiation? I don't know if it was the last general reading. This message is not for the full collective. This message is specifically for the 144,000, the divine masculine and feminine, okay? So we have Mary Magdalene, initiation. You're being initiated. All right. So we're just, again, we're going to tap into the energy. So let's start here. Remember in the last chosen reading, the collective reading about the demigods, etc. My last reading, not the King World reading, but my last general read, right? You remember I said, I just heard Sukayat, and I was asking if that was relative or, you know, if that was important for anyone. Sukayat, scarcity. Sukayat is an Orisha. Ashe, Asheo. You see how everything connects? You see how you're supposed to follow your thoughts, your intuition, your instincts. Listen to every single thought that goes through your mind. Now, honestly, Sukayat is one of the Orishas that I honestly don't connect with that much. Not to say it like that, but I don't really pay much mind to Sukayat. So that was just, you know, that came to my mind for a reason. So let's go ahead and read. Sukayat, shadow of scarcity. I just heard battle of the ages. You're well before your time, super advanced. You're teaching the elders. The elders don't like that in your family. Is that, that might be hitting home for someone. Trinidadian goddess, temple shadows. Okay, so this is dealing with the shadow self, and that makes a lot of sense. Oh my gosh. All those cards fell. No, they did not. We're gonna have to get those eventually, family. But you see, you see how there's an elder version. So that's just talking about the intellect. Now, I'm also hearing that you're a descendant. I wonder what tribe. Okay, beauty by day and hag by night. The Sukayat is an energy vampire, Ashe, also known throughout the diaspora as old hag and boo hag. Whether energy or blood, for vampires, there is never enough to go around. Wow. They just can't get enough of you. Whoever you come in contact with, they just can't get enough of you. Your spirit, your energy, your aura is tasteful. It's succulent. It's embracive. It's mesmerizing. Dance at the soles of your feet. I just heard that. Whether energy or blood, for vampires, there is never enough to go around. Sukayat's shadow guidance. You have so much more than you realize. You have access to unlimited joy, love, good times, pleasures, and prosperity. Be grateful for your riches. Prosperity, you have a lot of wealth. Embodiment, stop going to the ocean and asking for a thimbleful of water. It doesn't feel like it when you're desperate, but scarcity and lack are an illusion. Prosperity is believing that there is an overflow, more than enough love, happiness, well-being, and money to go around. Ashe. So you're not lacking anything. And again, like I always say on this channel, you only lose what you cling to. Ashe. Vampires take from others because they don't have enough life force for themselves. These people feel depleted without you. They're running off of your solar panels, they're breathing out of your lungs, pissing out of your vein. These people have attached themselves to you so thick, so heavy, that this little bit of distance that you've created, I just heard, has sent them crazy, has sent them on an overload. You're Lord to them. Vampires take from others because they don't have enough life force for themselves. That is scarcity consciousness. When you embody lack, you are always hungry, tired, and jealous. these people are lacking. And they're bringing you back down. Almost. That feels like, yeah. Feeling like you're being dragged back down. Ashe. The Ten of Swords. Pinned back down to this mindset that you've overcome. All right? Remember a couple readings ago, I said, always check the hallways. Check the mansion before you move out. Make sure. Before that moving truck leaves, make sure you look back through your house. You got everything. There might be something you left that's valuable. Ashe. Might be something that you need to get through or go through. All right. I just heard organization as well. Clean up. When you declutter your house, you declutter your mind. Ashe. Make a gratitude list. What are you grateful for right now? Let's not think about what we don't have. What do you have right now? What are you grateful for right now? Ashe. The present moment is the only moment that matters. We can plan for tomorrow, but tomorrow's not promised. Ashe. Tomorrow is just an illusion. Ashe. Everything is happening all at the same time. Thank you, Source. The goddess declaration that the Sukiyat goddess is telling you to affirm is, my blessings always overflow. My blessings always overflow. So I don't know if you want to write that down, get you out a pen and paper. This is one of those readings where you might want a pen and paper anyways, because we're getting deep, okay? So, my blessings always overflow. I'm going to say it one more time. My blessings always overflow. Ashe. Okay. Y'all, let me grab those cards real quick. Goodness gracious. Woo. Okay. Peace, family. All right, let's go ahead and let's get into some things, y'all. This is a very interesting message. Okay. I'm curious to how I'm going to put all this together. I'm excited. Okay. I get the jitters before I record, y'all. Like, I get this overwhelming excitement. I'm like, okay, so she's sending me on a mission. What am I going to say? All right, what's the message? Like, it's very exciting. So, actually, I appreciate you all. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. All right, let's jump on in. So, again, let me say this before we move on. The third goddess card that we have here is Sekhmet. I also mentioned Sekhmet in one of my last readings. The energy of you, or this group of people that I'm picking up, or maybe just of the 144,000 collectively, is this wounded healer. Again, check the mansion. So we're checking the mansion today, okay? But we're also celebrating. We are celebrating because we're moving. We're not checking the mansion for no reason. Why would we be going back and... We moving. We're moving. So we're graduating, okay? Source is just making sure. Check the hallways. Check the closets. Check the cabinets. The back porch. Ashe. All right. That's confirmation. I just heard dead body, backyard. I don't know who that's for. I'm gonna leave that alone. So let's go ahead and get into the verse. So those of you all that are leaving out of Christianity and going into spirituality, let me learn you today. We're going to break this down metaphysically. So I went into prayer and I just opened up this Bible randomly and was like, Source, what is the message from here? I just knew that I needed to pull from different decks, different books today, different methods today, right? And it opened right to John 17:1. So if you do have the New Testament, if you want to, go ahead and pause, grab the Bible, or if you have the Bible on a tablet or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, be interactive in this with me. Or, you know, if you want to go back and do this, whatever. But John 17:1 is where we're reading from, and I'm going to be reading from the first to about the 4th verse, okay? So this correlates with the reading, Ashe. So this is what we have here. So let me say this first. Those of you guys that don't know, okay, the Bible, the reason why it's so diabolical, detrimental, goes against your whole existence is because the text has been manipulated. Now, the Bible is ancient Kemetic texts, okay? But it's been stolen and different texts have been taken out, and there's been different things that's been man-made and added into these texts and twisted for their agenda, for the American corporation, right? So the morality about it, it's not bad to be moral and it's not good to be moral. It's neither or. What they forgot to tell you about was polarities in the Bible, and they basically made it good or evil versus really teaching the art of polarity, which, you know, it's just choices. Yeah, so that's basically what it is. That's the cognitive dissonance between the spiritual community and the Christian community. There's like a separation here when we're all saying the same thing. It's just we're overseeing it from two different perspectives. So if you're Christian, you look at Jesus Christ as a physical being or a person that walked this earth, when the Bible is a allegory. An allegory is a metaphysical book or text that is filled with morals and, you know, good lessons and different stories that you're supposed to learn off of to teach you morality, patience. It also deals with the laws of Maya, okay, the 10 Commandments. These are they're all one and the same. It's just misconstrued for the European benefit. That's the only difference. But that's the fight in the battle. Like, we want to be right instead of being like, okay, I understand that. Agreeing to disagree, meaning that you agree. That's what agreeing to disagree means, that you agree. That's polarity in itself. So it's nothing demonic, okay? The Bible itself is filled with good things to learn about, but the plot behind it. And when you start to peel back the layers of the government, peel back the layers of the social construct, racism, all these kinds of things, and how the Bible coincides with that, and things that are said in the Bible that Christians just look over, or maybe they're not even taught about. It's almost like Christians are just taught to, and from experience, I went through this, go to church, hear it from the pastor because he has a direct line to Christ. And, you know, you just shut your mouth and be a servant. And that's not how this is supposed to be. What if I told you that Jesus is a representation in the Bible of the Black man and woman, okay? We are the physical representation of Jesus, okay? Now, also, Christ means consciousness. Christ means logic. Christ means thought. Literally, you have to look it up. Christ, Christos. You got to actually look up the words that you speak before we can argue with one another. We shouldn't argue anyway, but you feel what I'm saying? So I hope that this is finding the right people and you're really taking in what I'm saying, because this is just some real, authentic ass, groovy ass shit, okay? Period. I just heard mothership. Ashe. So we're pinned against each other off of that cognitive dissonance, off of not knowing the etymology of words. That's it. And that's how you know, furthermore, that words are spells. Spell casting. Spelling, when you spell out a word, you're spelling that the whole English language is backwards, and there is curses, ashe. Now back to what I was saying. Jesus, the Son of Christ, right? The story of the Bible, you know, he was sent here to die for our sins, right? So Jesus is our physical flesh. That's us in the flesh. Christ is the consciousness, is the logic, okay? And we can associate that with the sun. Sun in spirituality is logic. And also on a physical, and we're talking metaphysics now, it feeds information to like plants and stuff. That's how it grows, right? Feeds our hair information and shit, and you know, our skin information. That's why we get darker in the summertime. Just physical examples. That's called metaphysics. Metaphysics is science, okay? But it's also spirituality. Science is not demonic, okay? You've been lied to, ashe. Please share this video to whoever it needs to get to, all right? Ashe. Because I feel like I'm breaking this down beautifully, ashe. So if Jesus is the physical representation, we are Christ's son. I understand that just like you do. I believe that. I just overstand it in a different way. You understand at this moment, but I'm trying to get you to enter and overstand, ashe. This is all love, okay? Sometimes we have to meet people where they're at, I just heard. And that's okay. I have that problem myself. Like, sometimes I don't want to be bothered, you know, with people that aren't on the same mind frequency. But it's okay to, you know, anyway. Let's continue. So if we are Jesus, the flesh of the Christ consciousness, which means that the Christ is the spirit, okay? When you hear Lord in the Bible, you got to think, who do you pay every month? A landlord. When you look up the word Lord, it's someone that has ownership over a land or over the people on that land. They look at you as a lord. They have lordship over you. Your landlord has a certain position of superiority over you. You're giving them a check every month. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're in debt with them. It's the same thing with the U.S. corporation. So Lord was not even in the Kemetic language at all. That this is a Roman, European, there's another word for it too, word. You know, this is all new generation words, okay? This English language is new, ashe. And so when you're talking about Lord in the Bible, they're really talking about the European construct. So it's a spell. Also, you just start breaking down different stuff in the Bible, you know, about the whole sacrifice, you know, that we pray and Shabbat Shata about. But when you really think about it, we're celebrating a mass killing. Like, it was a sacrifice in front of the masses is what I meant to say. And you just start to think, and this is where my mind started when I very first started, when I say my eyes started awakening, I started becoming woke. I said, because I had such a close connection with God, in which I did, I just didn't understand that it was a connection with my higher self, with my Christ consciousness, with the with the source that created me. We both believe that there's something outside of ourselves that created us that we want to give thanks to. We just don't understand the disconnect is that I understand that it's me, but you are giving thanks to literally something outside of yourself, and it's not, okay? So I encourage you, whoever, I needed to explain that for whoever needed to hear that. Take that, okay? Ashe. Let me go ahead and get into the text. So now that I broke down the meanings of the words, you can understand what I'm about to read. Ashe. John 17:1. These words spake Jesus, which means this is what Jesus said, and lifted up his eyes to heaven and said, looking up into the sky and said, Father, Most High Jah, God, whatever you call great goddess, okay, whoever you pray to, this is Jesus, a physical man, melanated man, 144,000. Okay, this is the disciple talking to the Father. This is disciple John talking to great goddess, okay, his higher self. Father, the hour has come. It's time. Glorify thy Son, that thy Son also may glorify thee. Okay, so he's talking to his higher self, saying, give me all the tools that I need, all the wands, all the wisdom that I need, higher self, because I am on a mission, on a journey. It's time for me to send the message to the 144,000. It's time to wake up these souls, and I need a little strength, okay? As though has given him power over all flesh, as though the Christ has given him, Jesus, the flesh, the black man and woman, okay, power over all flesh, over all other races. We have full, it says it right here in the Bible, y'all. This is our shit, okay? We have full dominion, all right? Giving him power over all flesh, that he should give eternal life, Christ consciousness, to as many as thou has given him. It's many people that will listen. It's many people that won't look at him and think that he's crazy, or look at her and think that she's not crazy. We are here to save the souls, as many as we can, Ashe. This is our earth plane, and our mission is here to save the souls in any which way, whether that's dancing, singing, writing. I just heard cussing. Everything, okay? Whatever we do. Melanin is creative. Whatever we do with our melanin, okay? And this is life eternal, Ashe, so that we will live on forever. The Christ consciousness will live on forever. The love frequency will live on forever, so we can know ourselves. The knowledge can live on, Ashe. And this is life eternal, that they might know thee, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom thou hast sent. Ashe. So, a higher source of ourselves that we cannot understand, we will never be able to fully understand, has sent us here to suffer, to go through life's obstacles, to learn ourselves, to spread this love message, okay, but in the hell realm. So we were sent here on a hell realm to spread a love message. In itself, that comes with persecution. In itself, that comes with people throwing stones at you, calling you crazy, your family wanting to, pin you down, make you feel stuck to these false ideologies or outdated thinking. It's a radical rebirth. Christ consciousness is here. It's a rage spirit. We are ascending at a high vibratory rate. Ashe. Asheo. Let me go ahead and pull from the metaphysical deck. Ashe. See how all that just ties in together? Thank you, Source. You've been initiated. It's time for the initiation. This is for the collective. Crystals is coming in again. Guidance. Look at that. Guidance from the dead. Guidance from the melanin. Guidance from the magic, from the ancestors, from the genes, from the line. I just heard rebirth again. I just heard birth. I just heard crystal. I just heard Christo, sun. Christ's return. Ashe. The great diviner. Shaman. Whatever you want to call yourself. Get into that divinity. It is time. Family. Ashe. Look. In the mirror, this picture that I'm about to show you is your soul family. You know who you are now. You know who you are. These are your protectors. And you're protected by the moon and the sun. This is, you are so aligned right now, all right? Collectively, this is for the 144,000. We are so aligned right now, and we're protected, okay? We are the Sekhemet, Mbuya Nahanda, radical rebirth, okay? And Sukayat, scarcity, very wise, all right? He got a big ego, such a huge ego. I love his big ego. I just heard that. It's too much. He got a big ego. Ashe seduction. I was just about to say, I just pictured a, and I wasn't going to say it. That's so funny. I pictured a man like walking and like kind of like digging in his crotch, like trying to move his penis around. It's a man with a big dick I'm channeling here. There is a woman that's pregnant here. Yeah, someone's gonna be chained to that, and that family card came out as well. You need some guidance, Ashe. Whoever that's meant for, catch it. Catch it. Revolution. It is time for the revolution. Like I said, Ashe, it is a radical rebirth. Ashe, Asheo. Come through, source, with the come through. Come through, source, with the come through. Ashe. All right, let's go ahead and tap into some other energy. So here's some cards that I had pulled pre-broadcast as well. Let's go ahead and get into these. I'm going to leave these goddesses right here because I might have to refer back to them. Leave that deck right there. All right. So we have stock up coming out again. Okay. So clearly, I feel as though we already know that the government is up to something. So I don't even need to say that. But we need to stock up and like really taking it seriously. Like if we're, I just seen 32:22 on the clock when I said that. It's not a game anymore. We know the games that they're playing. If we're not thinking ahead, there's copycat energy. The government is up to something. Black Mirror. Again, there's a lot going on with this phone. Also, cameras, new cameras being installed on the red lights or at the stoplights. Help in reverse. We're not getting help. They're taking away help, food stamp help, healthcare help. All the benefits will be depleted. Again, I looked at stock up again, and I looked at ascend. It's real, Ashe. I had no idea. Someone knows about something. We have religion in reverse. You can't take them all with you, but we had that in reverse. You want to take them all with you. Help. Do your own thing. Choking up. Someone wants to cry. We need to release them emotions. We have needy. We also have dusty. You have supernatural abilities. Tap in, Ashe. I feel like running in traffic. Someone's suicidal here. We got some family secrets. Someone in your family is super needy and depleting you of your energy. I want to tap into this suicidal energy, though. I don't like that. Let's... Source, what can you reveal to us about this suicidal energy that we're picking up here? Okay, so there's some confusion on love. But I see help. Someone's confused of leaving. It's time to go. Waiting to exhale. You remember when I talked about the oxygen being cut off in the last video? We also have wise woman, Ashe. There is a baby. Someone's pregnant here. Sacred law. I just got cult vibes. I just got cult vibes here. There's confusion. A woman who's pregnant about leaving a cult. Y'all, I'm not even lying. I'm gonna have to do a hashtag of carbonation on here just so whoever needs to catch it can catch this, because I just heard Malia. Is Malia pregnant? Is Malia pregnant? Anyway, there's this energy of a confused woman. She's very enlightened. You see, she's got the head wrap covering. Okay, the forehead is illuminated. Okay. Okay. This came out in reverse. Sorceress. In reverse. See, yeah, so this is definitely cult vibes here. Tapping into some supernatural. The Great Void. Again, another pregnant belly. This woman is being highly manipulated by this masculine in this time. The Star card, yeah, there's some greed here. Like, be all about me. The Chariot, and someone wants to move. Someone wants help. Someone wants to leave, but they don't know how to get out. Ashe. And wow, isn't this Malia? Sekhmet, the wounded healer. Ashe. Yes, it is. It is. That is Malia. Sekhmet. Ashe. Malia is crying out for help. Her soul is crying out for